Just culture really reflects the fact that in healthcare, if you think about the people that are involved and have gone into healthcare, they're there to help people. No one ever wants to hurt anyone. The reality is when people get hurt, it's not because anyone wants to hurt someone. It's because in some way the system failed them, processes failed, they were distracted, they were working too hard. Any number of different factors that we know we can somewhat correct with high reliability. Most of the time when someone gets hurt, it's because what we call the Swiss cheese theory of things. There are a number of holes through which the error occurs, and a number of things had to happen for that error to occur. And otherwise, it never would have reached the patient. So, A, we want to make sure that people understand speaking out, talking about things, flattening the hierarchy, making sure that you're comfortable saying, hold the line, wait a minute, there's something wrong here.
The just culture is the balance between not being a blameful environment, but at the same time holding people accountable. Because if you have an overly blameful environment and culture, then people don't report. They don't trust you. They're just afraid that it's going to be a punitive environment. On the other hand, if we don't hold people accountable for standing according to policies and procedures, then you lose the trust of your organization because they feel like you don't hold people to task on what they need to do. So it's the balance between the two.
Just culture is really about being a fair culture in terms of how you approach errors. So you can easily say, you made an error, you gave the patient the wrong medication, this is the third time you've done it, you need to be fired. Or you can go to the next level and say, why did this error occur? Let's really look at the root of the problem, because you're human, everybody else is human, we all could have made that same error. So something is lending itself to humans making this error. So we need to take that away and look at the root of the problem rather than the person who did it. And I think that's a big step for healthcare. I don't think that it was this way necessarily 10 years ago.
To me, a just culture is the opposite of the traditional shame and blame culture, or name, blame, and shame culture, where if there's a mistake, someone is to blame. A just culture recognizes that the overwhelming majority of us come to work to do the very best that we can do. Errors happen, and it's never, I won't say never, it's not usually due to one person making one error. It's a series of things that lead up to an error. And we need to look at each error that hopefully did not result in harm and find out what was really happening that led to it. And so the just culture presumes innocence on the person who's accountable for the error. And that's just the opposite of what is traditional in many aspects of medicine and many hospitals, which is a name, blame, and shame game.